Hi guys, welcome back.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to the Los Angeles couple.
Los Angeles couple. Like, subscribe to our channel. It really helps us with the algorithm. And support us by, just leaving a comment down below and staying connected.
All life is dependent upon the algorithm now. So everything must be built around the algorithm and pleasing the algorithm.
Exactly. So please do that for us. But anyways, we're watching Love is Blind Brazil.
And you have kind of a connection to Brazil, don't you?
Well, yes, I guess I do. That's so interesting. You ask me that. Okay, let's stop playing like 1940s people.
Yeah.
I grew up in Brazil. I'm Italian, Brazilian, American, but I spent like my childhood and teen years in Brazil, a little bit of New Zealand. And we watched the show, and it was...
After finishing Love is Blind season 2, by the way.
Season 2 on America, US.
Like many Americans, we needed more. And
there wasn't enough for us. We were hungry. We were like animals consuming the machine of the reality television. We got consumed by them.
In our time of need, we turned to Love is Blind Brazil.
We did it. We this might be a horrible idea, but let's try. I was impressed.
I was too.
I loved it.
I was more impressed with the production values on Love is Blind Brazil. The houses that the couples lived in the pods
cool.
were cooler. The places that they hung out with were cooler. The drinks were cooler.
The people looked better.
They didn't have those gold cups, which I understand.
I hate those gold cups. Get these gold cups to hell.
I know. Listen, I understand what the Americans were thinking when the reason they had the gold cups was because A, you couldn't see how much liquid was in the cup at any given time, so it helped with editing, and B, they did not reflect the production crew. So I get that. But you know what? On the Brazilian show, they didn't care. Alcohol would go up, it would go down in the cup. It'd be the same thing. You would know that it wasn't the same conversation, but it didn't matter.
The only reason he started noticing is because he saw something on Twitter about it. So now he became obsessed over the liquid. But I didn't care. I just watched. I enjoyed. Anyways, about the Brazil, yes, the pods were cooler. They have water. The cups were better snacks, better background, better everything. It looked more fun, and also. By the way, one of the things I thought was weird, because I growing up in Brazil, being Brazilian, I thought it was weird how emotional people get for no reason. They're like, I think you're the one for me. And I'm like, Kleenex. They're like, you're the one. Yeah. You are really the one for me. I know it is. And they start crying. I was just like, I felt like I am not a Brazilian anymore, because I was just thinking you're a psychopath. Why are you crying for no reason?
And also,
everybody cries all the time. What's going on to Jason Momoa guy? He pretends to be
a fake hippie. This is always a red flag. You see someone with long hair walking around with a guitar pretending to be like a new age spiritual nice guy. They're the angriest, pettiest people that are out there. Sexist, backward, they're putting on the image to overcompensate. Always look out for that. And also, everyone has a lot of tattoos, I noticed.
I have 0 tattoos, and Dante have 0 tattoos. I don't know how we found each other, because every American person I met here since I moved here have tattoos.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't have it, I don't have, is such a weird thing. Because I'm an Aquarius, and I know a lot of Aquarius that have tattoos, but I cannot commit.
But even the Aquarius guy on the show has a bunch of tattoos. Big one on his back of his chart and all that. But it's just, not that people don't have tattoos in LA. It's just between Love is Blind Chicago and Love is Blind Brazil, the amount of tattoos is staggering. Is that a big thing in Brazil? Being tattooed?
It is. I think my generation, I'm a millennial, so I know I look like a Gen Z, but
I know that I look Gen X, but
he looks like Gen X. Anyways, I thought Dante was so much older than me. By the way, I told my parents I'm dating a guy older, but he's nice.
I think he's a boomer.
I thought he was not. I think he was a Gen X. Anyways, I'm a millennial. In Brazil, I remember everybody just start getting tattoos. Like everybody in Brazil gets tattoos illegally when they're very young. So like you could be like 13, 14 years old. They already have like full like body tattoo illegally or whatever. And anyways, you can get a job, or you can just be like upper middle class. Your parents kind of give you like an allowance, and they will use money for tattoos. All my friends from Brazil have tattoos. I'm the only person doesn't, because I couldn't commit. I was like thinking, my friend, she got like a what is the stamp like in the back? What's the name called?
Tramp stamp.
Tramp stamp in the back. She got like a dolphin. And I was telling her, I was like, why would you get a dolphin? You think like when you reach your 20s, you want a stupid blue dolphin in your up of your ass? She's like, yeah, I'm always gonna love the blue dolphin. I talked to her recently. I was like, what happened to the blue dolphin? Turns into a dragon that goes around her back. And I was just like, dude, that's too much complication and money. By the way, the amount of money the Brazilians spend in tattoos, you guys should just save up and start doing better investments and get out of like build a business. So it's so dumb. I think it's a waste of money. They have to touch up too, because tattoos apparently fade. If you don't like touch up, they become grayish and blue.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So well, anyway. I don't have the money. My eyebrows, by the way, think, oh, you're Latina, you probably have tattoo eyebrows. This is not a tattoo. This is like my real eyebrow painted with makeup a little bit. There's no tattoos. I'm a little scared of it because I don't want to have the maintenance schedule for it.
No tattoos here. So let's talk about the couples that were on the show.
Right.
On balance, way better looking than the American version. Just, by far. Maybe that's just the Brazilian culture or something. I don't know, but just the guys, the girls, everyone kind of like was a little hotter with more style. Yes, Mocha.
A little hotter? What are you talking about?
I'm saying that for the audience. I don't think that really, but for the audience. Mocha, what? Come here, boy. What is it? Come on.
Maybe lock him up. He's gonna destroy your shoes.
No, he doesn't want to shoot. Anyways, and like this,
he wants attention. Our dog has issues. This is like Euphoria, dog version. He has having a breakdown because attention is on him. He wants to play.
He's gonna knock this whole thing over. And we're back. Take care of the dog.
Our dog is the neediest dog in the world. He's so controlling. He's emotionally controlling, manipulating us to give him attention in the middle of this.
So as I was saying before I was corrected, the people on Brazilian Love is Blind just, they seem to be a little more stylish. I don't know.
Hotter.
A little hotter. Well, that's what you said.
You said before that.
So.
Not just that they're hotter. And I was just like, okay. Who is the hot girl there?
Oh, none of the girls were hot, I would say. Anyway, the best couple was, we knew, well, first of all, we didn't know at the beginning because Licio, you said, looked like a serial killer.
He has that, what's his name?
Like the dead eyes, the Charles Manson eyes.
Yeah, he has a Charles Manson eyes. He doesn't move. He's like this, like, look at my eyes. He's like, I really started developing feelings for her.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this guy is going to kill her or something.
Right. But
she looks like Ariana Grande, but a little like...
Yeah. He ended
more
up
bigger.
Turned into a real sweetheart.
Oh, they were so cute together.
They were the best. You could tell they were actually having real interactions. They had their growing pains, of course, but they were the best.
They end up happy together. And we're back.
Yeah.
I got it before you. We had like 10 interruptions with our puppy because he's so needy. Yeah. We don't know how to deal with him. He wants attention all the time. So we're just figuring out. I was like, had to lock him up. But anyways, here we are back talking about The Love is Blind, Amor é Cegas, Brasil.
Yeah, so we knew that Licio and Luana were going to be good.
Then there's Fernanda.
Fernanda and Thiago.
Jesse Momoa, yeah. Brazilian Jesse Momoa, Thiago.
He was not good. First of all, the crying at the beginning.
He cries so much. He stole her from Mac.
Like,
Mac actually loved her.
The insane thing is, we know this and they know this. These people have all known each other for like a few minutes at a time for 7 to 10 days. And then they propose and then they come in crying like, oh my God, I found someone, I'm in love. It's one thing to pretend to be emotional, but these guys were actually crying.
Yeah, he has issues.
It's disturbing.
I think like Brazilian guys cry way more than American guys. I only had like one Brazilian boyfriend, like real boyfriend. The rest I just dated a couple people. But I don't like how emotional they were. I thought it was kind of weak and weird. I mean, it doesn't mean like you cannot be emotional with me. But if you're crying all the time for no reason, I'm going to start thinking you have testosterone imbalance. And I'm just like, it's not sexy. So I don't like that. I was like, you're crying. If I watch the show and I'm married to the person and see he crying all the time, I'll be like, I think you need a dude.
Wow, okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. I don't want to be sexist. Anyways, I'm just saying I think it's weird how much Brazilian guys cry. All of them cry too much. I don't like that. I didn't grow up like that. My parents are Italian. Many in my family, they only cry in funerals or when your daughter goes to college or when your daughter moves away, like my dad. But I'm just saying, like, you never cry like this much for no reason. There's no crying for, I don't know, those people, like what type of parents they have, but I don't know. It's weird to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm not Brazilian anymore. Maybe I became an American.
Now, here's the other thing. The other couple was Rodrigo and Diane. And
Rodrigo is the curious guy, the Rosenberg or whatever. It's like
they had fun. She's complaining the whole time, like, oh, he's always joking. I want to see the real him. First of all, be happy that you're with a guy who
has a sense of
humor and like tries to keep things fun and light. Because when
he has the most blue eyes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Even more than Dante. I was like, this is disturbing.
Right. I'm Dante, by the way. For anyone who hasn't seen us before, when he goes to her house, her apartment, and sees how messy it is.
That's when poor.
She gets to see.
She looks poor too.
Right. And he looks like he's rich. His father looks like he's
a billionaire.
He's like some crypto billionaire freak.
We don't know, but I'm saying I heard he looks like he has a wealthy upbringing.
That's right.
Like I thought she looked poor. I was just like, I don't know if that was gonna work.
So, anyways, her house. She's in there. She's like shit all over the place, clothes all over the place.
It was like
she's
garbage.
Just like, oh yeah, this is just where I live. This is just how I live.
She was like Cameron Diaz, like a.
She got a Cameron Diaz smile, yeah.
She's like.
I don't know. I mean, she seemed nice and all that,
nice.
But she wanted to see the real him. And then when she saw the real him, all of a sudden she doesn't like him anymore.
Oh, she's like, oh, he's working his computer. The guy probably works for his dad in a marketing firm. He has to pick up calls, work all the time.
And by the way, this is the problem with most modern day relationships is relationships haven't caught up to the moment that we live in right now.
The remote
which is
working.
Where everyone is complaining, oh, you're on the computer too much. Oh, you're on your phone too much.
But you're working on your computer.
Yeah, it's working. We all have to be connected. We're all slaves to technology now. You can never be away. You can never have a quiet moment. We're all reachable at all times. And so because of that, it's gonna bleed into your personal life. It's not like when you work at the office and then you come home and you're not gonna get called till tomorrow morning. Whatever, you got emails, you got texts, you got Twitters, Instagrams, TikToks, now every way to reach you. So people are gonna be on their phones all the time, looking at those screens, whether you're on a date or not. Sorry, that's just the way it is. You all got to learn to live with it.
By the way, Dante's being a little hypocritical. I think that I just want to correct him in his point. I think that, yes, but she was complaining of him working during work hours. This looked like in Brazil was like, I don't know, 2 to like 4 p.m. It was very like bright outside.
Yeah. He sells insurance, by the way, so he's got a network with people.
He works in, it's market insurance or something, insurance market or something. I don't know. But he probably works for his dad. He's probably very busy. So he's in his computer working. She's like, he's so serious. She's a bank teller or whatever, a banker. Yeah. I was like, maybe she's a receptionist in a bank and works part-time or something. But why isn't she? I mean, I know it's during COVID times, maybe banks are closed and she's working remotely. But why isn't she sitting in her computer working? Because like this is my computer, and sometimes I get caught up working in my computer, my applications all morning, and then afternoon. Some days I spend the entire day sitting down here. Like I go pee and come back here, or take the dog to pee and come back. So I thought it was weird. Like maybe she's not really employed.
Well, no. Like she's probably employed, I'm sure, but she
Part-time.
doesn't have a job where she works remote.
For tech,
like
remote.
he does. Yeah, she probably goes to a bank and works there. But
But
like,
it's during the day.
don't
But it's
just
during the
stand there
day.
around.
But it's during the day. He's not sitting that during the
I mean,
night.
look,
He's always
obviously,
available at night.
she took some time off for this show. She had to, but like she is just standing around. Like, why aren't you
Looking
paying
his
attention
face.
for me? And he's sitting there like, look,
I
I
gotta
work.
work.
So she's well. First of all, real quick, how was I being hypocritical?
Oh, because like about being in everybody's in their phone all the time. I think that one of the things that we talk in our relationship is that when we go out on dates, or it's like we're home at evening and it's no longer work hours. It's like maybe we are very good about like checking our phones a little less so we can focus in the housework, or even like spending time together.
Right.
So Dante is
Well,
very good
okay.
about like dividing. So I think it's about like
Let me make it- okay, let
during
me-
work hours. Yeah, I know that Dante and I will be on my phone all the time.
Let me
but I
make
know
it-
that during the night he's really good about tuning out.
Right, but
Sorry,
but
that's hypocritical.
we all are addicts of the phone. And so you want to check your phone. You have to like convince yourself and talk yourself out of it. But she's complaining during day hours, like you said, and she's complaining at times when
It's not
she shouldn't
even
be.
his phone. It's like his
He's
computer.
on his computer, which is
Normal.
that
He's
means
sitting
that
and
means
he's
you're doing
working.
business.
He's an ambitious guy. Seems like he works out a lot. She seems like she works out too, or maybe did a lot of plastic surgery to look like the way she looks.
Yeah.
But he seems to be very like focused in his workout, and I think like I'm an Aquarius too, and I'm really focused into my fitness. So nothing gets between me and my fitness, So I always try to go. And he probably is like, I want to make money. I want to be fit. I want to look a certain way. That's
Yeah.
important for me.
The problem is she's complaining, I don't know the real
But
him.
she-
He's never serious. The minute he gets serious, she doesn't like the relationship anymore. And then
She's a
ultimately,
Taurus. Taurus people, I don't know what's going on with
Yeah.
Taurus people. It's weird to me.
ultimately she says no to him at the altar.
He was shocked, actually. He looked at his family, and he looked shocked. I don't think he was expecting that.
Yeah, which is a dumb move, He probably makes some money. I don't know. His dad looks like he's got a lot of money, and he'll probably inherit a lot.
But she's a
She
Taurus.
should have
she's
stuck
a,
around.
She had an ugly tattoo. She had a body similar to mine, so I cannot say much about her body. I don't know about the ass though, but the body's similar.
No.
And a lot of tattoos, weird piercings in her mouth and stuff. Maybe I think he's better off with more of a classic woman look that will look pretty, like the similar body, but without the tattoos. Because like he said to her that they go to the synagogue, that they had to wear bigger skirts and stuff. I don't know if he comes from a more of a conservative Jewish background in Brazil. So I think that maybe I have a feeling she's not a good match. She has like those very blonde, bleached, burn hair, which I'm trying to not look like that anymore. I'm letting my natural hair grow. Like my natural hair is actually coming through.
Yeah.
But she looked kind of like classless, honestly. Even as a bride, she had a red lipstick, which was a terrible choice. I don't know. I honestly think he escaped a great deal, and I think that he would not be good for her. She looks like she has a lot of issues.
And for her, she escaped, I guess, because he wanted her to keep the apartment clean, and that was too much for her to handle. So,
that she has to clean for him. It's like
clean about
her stuff.
herself, yeah, which was too much. Which people
I'm
need to
learning
realize.
to clean. Okay, don't give me indirect messages. I know I'm a little not organized right now, but differently than her that just looks at him doing the dishes and look at him in the face. I actually am sitting my ass off here trying to land a tech job again because I've been off the market for a little while since COVID hit. Like the market went down, and then I've been interviewing and learning a lot about interviewing. By the way, the tech interviewing process, I need to do a whole podcast about this because it's been a torture. And he's here to see. Sometimes I have like 5 interviews, 10 interviews a day, like different companies, or 3 or 4 with different companies.
It's insane these days how difficult it is to land a job. How many hoops they make you jump through and all this stuff. They make you prove yourself so much only to just pull the plug at the last minute. It really is wicked what they're doing to people that are trying to get work. I don't know if this is some plan to just, automate everything and create some horrible impoverished world where the rest of us are fighting over the scraps while
that's gonna be
select few go and live up in space, including Pete Davidson. But he's going to space, by the way. I don't know if you saw that. With Jeff Bezos. He's going to go up in one of those space things, the Blue Origin. You know Pete Davidson?
Okay, keep talking.
He's in talks to go on one of those space flights that Jeff Bezos has been doing.
I think that Kanye West paid Jeff Bezos parts of his easy supply of money to send Pete Davidson alone to space and kill him.
Wow. That would be remarkable. I don't believe it, but that would be remarkable.
That's my conspiracy theory.
Yeah, jobs.
Q told me that.
That's right. That's trust the plan. That's for another show. Getting back to these couples.